Welcome to Fort Castillo De San Marcos, nestled in the heart of the beautiful and historic city of St. Augustine, Florida. We are so excited because today we are going to go step back in time to explore this incredible fort that has stood tall since the 17th century. Let's dive in and uncover its rich history and fascinating features in the oldest city of the United States. Did you know that the construction of Castillo de San Marcos began all the way back in 1672? At that time, Florida was part of the Spanish Empire, and the fort's mission was to protect St. Augustine. It was the first permanent European settlement in what is now the United States. It also guarded the vital sea routes for treasure ships making their way back to Spain. Over the centuries, the Castillo has flown the flags of different nations, but here's something truly amazing: it has never been taken by force. Now let's talk about what makes this fort so unique. Not to mention the shape is super cool. The Castillo is built from coquina, a special type of limestone made up of ancient shells and sand. This material is a game changer. Its ability to absorb the shock of cannonballs made the fort incredibly durable. When you visit, take a close look at the walls and you'll see the distinct coquina blocks. Over 400,000 of them, each cut and set by hand with incredible craftsmanship. Ready to explore? Let's start at the sally port, the fort's only entrance. Check out the massive drawbridge and the portcullis. That's a heavy sliding door that was key to the fort's defenses. The outer walls are impressively thick, tapering from 14 to 18 feet at the base and up to 9 feet at the top. As we step inside, we'll explore the Spanish guard rooms and even the town jail. Fun fact, during Spanish rule, soldiers didn't actually live in the fort. They walked to work from their homes in the town. The Castillo de San Marcos is more than just a fort. It's a national treasure. In 1924, it was designated a national monument, and by 1933, it became part of the national park system. Today, it stands as a proud reminder of the incredible history of St. Augustine and our nation. If you're lucky, you might even catch the changing of the guard ceremony during your visit. It's a super fantastic reenactment that gives you a peek into the daily lives of the soldiers stationed here. You don't want to miss it. When we visit these kinds of forts along our great nation, it's really fun for us to imagine what life would be like as we walk through each individual room. We picture ourselves as if we were one of the soldiers who was stationed there, that being part of that garrison, and what it might have been like if that specific station had gone through a battle. Each place provides us such a unique peek back into our nation's history, and it's so cool to see all of the remnants that are left behind that we get to enjoy today. I am so grateful for the National Park Service and all of these cool places that they have preserved so that future generations from now till forevermore get to enjoy amazing things just like this. Now, let's head up to the upper gun deck. The view from here is absolutely breathtaking. You can see the whole city and the bay. Imagine rows of cannons lined up, ready to defend the fort. Take a moment to appreciate the brilliant engineering and design that have kept this fort standing strong for centuries. We were lucky to visit on a day that they were providing an ancient weapons demonstration. How cool that you get to see a cannonball fired right in front of you. These volunteers really made it feel like you were stepping back in time and that you were at the fort during the same time that they were at the fort living it. They were so knowledgeable and they made the experience so much fun. Thank you and shout out to every volunteer who was able to reenact and make us feel like we were a part of history. As they prepared the cannonball to be ready to be fired, it was super cool that in the bay, the pirate ship had gone by. It felt like we were about to go into battle. Soldiers at the ready, let's prepare to watch them shoot that cannon. Now here's a story that brings history to life. During the British siege of 1702, the Spanish soldiers and townspeople took refuge inside of the fort. Unfortunately, they had to watch as their homes in the city were burned to the ground, a heartbreaking scene they witnessed from the safety of the Castillo walls. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me that these well-preserved cannons are older than the United States itself. Here is an example of the fort's clever design. This is the tidal toilet room. The Spanish engineers took advantage of the tides to create a natural flush system. At high tide, water would fill the room, flushing away waste, and then drain it out at low tide, leaving it clean and ready for use. That's just one of the many ingenious features that made life inside of this fort just a little bit easier. And that's a wrap on our tour of Fort Castillo de San Marcos. I hope you enjoyed this journey through history as much as we did, and if you find yourself in St. Augustine, be sure to visit this remarkable fort and experience its stories firsthand. Thanks for exploring with us. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos and adventures just like this. And remember, wonder less, wander more, wonderfully wander. As we do with most national monuments locations, we spend more time than we ever anticipate, and this did not disappoint at all. It was so cool. We loved watching the weapons fire and learning about the Spanish history here at Fort Castillo De San Marcos. So if you were in St. Augustine, Florida, make sure that you check it out.